I did 2021 and I vouched to myself that I would not come back again. Slept like shit. It's pretty standard. It's a mixture of excitement and nerves and anticipation and not really knowing what exactly is going to happen over the next couple of days, I guess.
You gonna win? Yes. It's the plan.
Are you gonna have fun? Is it gonna be an adventure?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
Who knows where they're going?
We know. I went.
And the reason why I thought I'd come back again is that it is the most beautiful race that I've ever done. Brutal and beautiful in equal measures.
So it's now, I don't know, hour and a half into the race. Really sort of started to break up. I'm just sort of taking it chilled really, you know, gonna enjoy it. Chug, chug.
The start is really, there's a lot of climbing involved in the first like 30 kilometers. I think it's like over like 2,000 meters or something crazy like that in the first 30k. And so you're climbing from the start out of Granada, heading towards Garapi Desert, and it's, you know, it's punchy. The race is breaking up quite quickly.
Yeah, it's a better start than last year. It is. Good. But the start was so fast. I was like, no, I'm out. Put the parachute on, right into it, you know. A lot of climbing to start. Like we're over 1,000 meters. We haven't even done 30 kilometers. Yeah. This is nice, man. 72k, 12:30. Started to get toasty. Just trying to pace the climbs as best I can. It's always hard. A lot of people go very hard on them. And I just think you're mad. Are you finding it? Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
Beautiful, right?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Unless you really think you can win it, in my opinion, with ultras, go and enjoy it. Enjoy that experience and have an adventure. And because it's a race, use it as an opportunity to push yourself, but also remember that your biggest competitor should be yourself.
Vamos, vamos! I was able to make it. Good riding. Yeah, good riding.
Okay? Steep.
Yeah, man. Too steep.
Yeah. I remember this one from last year.
Whoa.
I had less gear. The top's that sign. The worst of it's done though. If I get up this, I'm a very happy Chris. Because last year I didn't. It's not an Everest, mate. Oh. I need a piss so bad. Up, 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 up.
Ow.
That's genuinely like one of the worst climbs of the whole f***ing thing. That is brutal. I was nervous of that one this year. I knew it was going to be in there. Now it's time to go to the desert.
Ride strong, mate.
Cheers, Steve.
See you at the next one.
See you in the next one.
Here we are. Oh, hello there. In Mordor. Fancy to see you here. Man, that was tough. I thought this was Badlands, not Lord of the f***ing Climbs.
Look at this.
Woohoo!
It's gonna be very nice later. Been saving it. It's gonna be a treat when I'm like blasted at like 2 in the morning.
There's a restaurant just up here, which we all went to last year and got absolutely smashed, mate.
Enjoy.
Yeah, good.
Hey mate. Good, how are you? Better now. So, my plan is probably to go till somewhere between 1 and 2 o'clock. I feel a lot better than I did this time last year. I stopped here this time last year, probably sat here for 2 hours because it was so hot. A lot of people were really not in a good way. So yeah, this time I'm here early. Yeah, earlier. Temperatures are better, but the next section's so remote. The one thing I do remember is getting a pizza somewhere in the middle of the desert, which is really weird. I don't know if I was hallucinating. I might have been hallucinating. I was just looking through photos on my phone to see if I'd taken a photo of the pizza. I can't see a photo of the pizza, so I could have been hallucinating.
And then you head towards the Garaffi Desert, which when I first saw the race, the first edition of the race and all the promo stuff, the shots of that was why I wanted to do it. But I don't think anything I've ever seen has been able to do justice to how stunning that part is.
Just look at this. This place last time made me cry.
It's this rolling, undulating landscape that almost looks like waves in the ground, and you ride on these ridges along the top of it and then drop down and ride along a bit and drop down and stuff. And then this year I was with a Dutch guy and we sort of stopped to one side and sort of looked at it. I was just like, it's pretty special, isn't it? And he was like, yeah.
Literally in the middle of nowhere. And just trying not to go hard because it f***s you in the long term. It's a marathon, man, not a sprint.
My goal for the first day was to try and complete as much as I could the Garaffi Desert loop and get as close to Gore as I possibly could. It's probably coming up to like 8 o'clock, and I thought there's no point in pushing myself really hard to try and get to Gore tonight because nothing's going to be open. And so I was like, cool, I'm just going to rein it back in a bit, enjoy this evening, but I want to make sure I'm as close as possible to Gore as I can be.
You look great right now.
Feeling good, feeling strong.
I don't even know where we are anymore, we're still in Garaffi. Starting to get dark. You okay, mate?
Not a huge peach.
I have a huge peach. I think I'm probably going to try and aim for like 220, 230, get a good night's sleep, and then that means roll into Gore at a sensible time in the morning and do a big stock up. That's my theory. Last year, the stretch from Gore to Cala Alto, there is cool. And I ran out of water, I ran out of food, and I was not good. So I'm quite conscious of that bit.
My stance on that first night was like basically ride until I start to feel a bit unsafe. And what I mean when I say feel unsafe is I start making like silly mistakes when I'm a bit tired. And so I was like, cool, okay, that's my body telling me that this is a point where I need to be thinking that I should probably settle down and get some rest.
I'm
I'd known Tom through social media, and he's a friend of a mutual friend, Christian, who runs Styrkr. And then we sort of got chatting and coincidentally realised we have a hell of a lot of things in common. Both used to work in architecture, both of us then quit the industry related to our mental health and looking after our own mental health. Like, I was severely depressed, potentially on the cusp of suicidal when I worked in architecture. And Tom was in a similar situation. So we really bonded over that mutual acceptance of an industry that sounds incredible to work in, but actually is incredibly hard on the people in it.
My route hasn't loaded. The elevation has, but the actual track hasn't. Weirdly. Take it from me, we're just going straight and going up. We slept like shit. That was the worst, coldest bivvy. So cold.
I was deeply underprepared for that.
Yeah, we were like maybe 3k back. F***ing brutal. Basically, Tom was ahead of me. I kept like pushing on for quite a while, and I just started making silly mistakes, and then I crashed on my left side, and I was like, I need to sleep. We're going to get to the core, get some food. That's kind of the plan. My route technically isn't loading, which is kind of worrying.
So the end of the first day ended up being about 14.5 hours of riding, 240 kilometers, 4,730 meters of climbing. Yes, quite a tough day.
It was just like, if there was a rowdy descent, which there was, I was like, I'm gonna go down. So we winded up bidding just before the rowdy descent.
Great. Had a good time.
That's the fountain I went and swam in last time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it today. It's not quite as hot, but that bit's tough. Tough stretch. A bit cooked.
I'll probably see you guys later on though.
Alright mate, have fun. Enjoy the next bit, it's lovely. Maybe, can't remember.
So I was really, really apprehensive about this day because I knew that last year was the toughest day for me and I didn't really know how it was going to go this year. But I tried to learn from the mistakes last year. I stopped in Gore with Tom. We did a proper stock up of food, of water. We had a massive breakfast / lunch there, and we literally carried as much extra stuff as we could between us.
I don't know if you have that salt on your jersey or if it's part of the design. It's part of the turkey. Wait. I don't have good memories of this bit last year coming up, so I'm quite apprehensive about it. It's where I called up Fee going up this climb and I was not in a good way. So I don't think that's very nice if you're someone's partner to have to deal with that.
I was intrigued to see how they go on.
Right there?
It's actually quite speedy.
We've got this climb up to Cala Alto, which is the highest point in the race. It's kind of slow, a bit shit, and then you get to the top. There's loads of telescopes. It's quite beautiful, and then you've got this nuts descent, which is a mix of road and off-road again. It was really trippy last year. I had no water, and I was going up it with no water, and then I was going to like the back of the like little outbuildings, found a tap, turned it on, no fucking water came out. Then you go properly into the desert, and that's where it gets weird, really weird. Hard climb. Just need to stop for a minute and get a bit of food in because it's starting to struggle a bit. I think I've been drinking enough. Very sure, but okay, to the top. Not happy, Chris, at the moment. Trying, Chris.
You got this.
Still as shit as it was last year, this bit. I really didn't like the bit. It's relentless. trying my best, man. That's all I can do. All I can always do, isn't it? I think my resilient matches are pretty low this year compared to last year after the Everest. I don't have the resilience. I haven't managed to make some new matches yet. He's the guy who's designed pretty much every tyre in the last like 10 years. Been a bit brutal in terms of climbing, coming towards Cala Alto. Yeah, felt a bit fried, if I'm honest, but I'm, you know, persisting.
I've been thinking it must be around the corner for the last 3 hours.
Well, Cala Alto?
Yeah.
It's around the corner still.
Salty big shorts before they, salty gooch. But you know what? Get it, podcast.
I was riding with Tom still, and having that company during a bit which I was genuinely quite nervous about was really good for my head. And it was, you know, it wasn't, when I say I'm riding with someone, I'm not riding next to them the whole time. And they're not riding next to me the whole time, you know. On the climbs, you climb at your own pace, you climb at what you can do. And then subsequently, you just end up continually crossing paths and riding bits together and then not together, and kind of that's just how it works in these ultra races. And we kind of crossed paths like 3 or 4 times, and then we'd, you know, stop and chat a little bit and then carry on. And we got up Cala Alto and we both were very low in water at this point.
Highest point in the race here, Cala Alto. Feel it on your chest, the altitude. It's been a big day of climbing today, like off-road climbing. It's like just hard on your joints basically, but yeah, giving it the best as always. You know, trying to look good and feel good. Highest point. Try and find a fountain on the down. Yes, please. They don't do fig rolls around here. Oh, fig rolls, just the. I love a fig roll. No shade, is there? Tiny bit. We've done like 100k today so far, but it's literally been climbing since we left this morning. Now my phone's salty. Hey George. Yo. I was starting to struggle that last 2k.
Didn't seem like it.
Felt like it.
Yeah, tapping it out. Hello? Right,
Last year on the road descent there was a fountain which had water, and this year that fountain does not have water. Dark, short moment, but we met these chaps who were talking to a local guy who was like, oh, there might be one further down on the gravel bit, and lo and behold, thank everyone was out. It's such a long stretch with no water, and yeah, now we've got a bit more off, we're back on the road, and then we're in Gurgle where we get some food to gurgle down. Sorry, dude. I don't know whether I should have come back. I'm
perfectly honest. That's what's been nice, is there's been bits that I did in the daytime this time that I did at night last time. I think one of my favourite things is the conversations that you have with people at really weird points. It's one of the best things about these kind of things, I think. Normally the ones in the middle of the night which you're like, what the f was that all about? That point where it's like hard to eat again.
Now last year Tabernas sucked. Now this year I was in the mindset of like, let's get through the Tabernas Desert, get to Tabernas, and then find somewhere after Tabernas.
Okay. You don't feel like you have to. Well, have a look at the route and see what's shaking. That bit f***ing brutal. I don't like that section. Sketchy. And slow and hard work. Slow, hard work, walking. I was saying I'm thinking I'm gonna camp up soon. Didn't enjoy it last year, but I was like, I'd rather, my head was kind of going, I'd rather get that bit done now at night while it's a bit cooler, and then do the climb in the morning. I don't know whether to push on to Tabernas or and get through it, or yeah, come to the last little bit, get through it and then probably snooze. I'd never sleep in towns. I don't like it. I feel really conscious, but it'd be nice also to get out of this bullshit desert. Yeah, so when you get up there's not sand, more sand. Go down the road a bit more. Okay. You just find a bottle of water? Yeah. What was that? Just on the windowsill. There. Oh, you find out later tonight. Can't get much worse, can it? There's like a square here. It's a big town. Okay.
So hopefully the caravan.
I'm going to leave that. Already. Tom was thinking about going on a bit longer, but he was saying he started to feel a bit tired, a bit sleepy, and like it's 2 AM now. Set an alarm for 6, basically. Probably have a shit, and then get going again. But right now it's time to strip and sleep. Well, strip and sleep. I'm gonna have a piss first.
So it's day 3, got off with naffle sleep again, 6 o'clock alarm. I think I'd had like another 2 hours. The first night I felt like I got away with it a bit, like I was like, I haven't really slept, I don't feel too bad. Second night, hadn't gotten away with it, woke up feeling rough. First thing I said to Tom in the morning was, I was thinking about scratching.
So, I slept for about 2 hours. I slept really badly last night. I was so cold. I was saying I think my resilience matches are a bit empty, the little matchbox, but I'm going to try and get to Almeria. It's quite a ride to there with the beach and everything, but just gotta, I wasn't too good this morning, and we had to climb up this from the start, which is, you know, 1,300 meters of elevation when you just wake up. But yeah, I was shivering like a f***ing shivery thing. But yeah, just gonna keep trying, keep chugging. going to be wine by the end of today. It's going to get smashed and ferment.
I feel a bit better now I've woken up a bit. I felt so shit this morning.
What is this? That's not a Kinder Egg. You've been had.
What the f***?
Hey, you got some balls in like creamy sauce.
Creamy balls.
See them?
See you in a bit.
It's been so nice. Everyone's supporting everyone else. You're literally in a desert. Like it's a pretty inhospitable environment. So I think that was one of the things that made Badlands special. You know, it made life so much more pleasant and more fun as well. Like riding with you, just like having someone to chat to, or just to have someone there was really, really nice. Because it can be quite scary.
Tom and I sort of rode, crossing paths, as I said, continually, and we talked about all kinds of things, and having that company really helped on that day. At a point when I was, you know, not feeling great, and yes, I'm riding this thing solo, but for me, the bits that are so important that come from these are the adventures and the stories and the shared moments of celebration and suffering that you have with the people doing the same thing for you. And you create this really unique bonding with someone who you've only met for, you know, the day before or whatever. And that person, then you have a connection with them because you've gone through the same thing.
The not glamorous part, right? Smells right.
Not shut myself today.
I'm not shut myself yet.
You're winning.
I'm winning on the poop count.
You feeling it?
Yeah. I am. I'm feeling something. I'm not sure if it's it or if it's it, you know. I've not even been going fast enough to properly charge up the battery pack. This bit of shade's nice right now.
At the minute I'm feeling like I go and keep going and don't stop. Get to the finish. Like tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I think it. I'm struggling with 2 nights of very bad sleep.
Fucking grim.
It's f***ing grim. It f***s with your head as well. You're planning on doing an all-nighter to the end, basically.
Yeah, I reckon.
Nice.
I mean, it might be a big chat.
I respect that a lot, though.
Not a big chat.
Yep. I was saying to Tom this morning, I was like, I sat there and I was like, do I scratch? And just end it?
Saying you scratch is going to warm me up though.
That is exactly my theory. Saying if I scratch at that point, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit in the fucking bivvy still.
We get to the sleep point. We get to sleep. And that's the point. I wanted to do it since I heard about it. The really important bit to me was the landscape, and like I love this bit of Spain, but I haven't really been outside the cities, so to really look at the Spanish landscape was just incredible. And the people, riding with Chris, riding with the other people that I've met, and the support and the mutual aid, everyone helping each other from the other riders, is something that I will definitely take away with me. And then just the challenge, like I knew it was going to be hard. I didn't know how hard, but the climbs and the heat and the kind of wildness of the landscape made it really difficult, but that was what I wanted to experience. So, you know, I 100% got my money's worth. Couldn't have asked for more.
I remember stopping in a small town, I can't remember the name of it, and just like thinking, I haven't got much more to give now. I'm running on fumes. So I thought, I need to get to San Jose, just eat. I rolled down the road a little bit, and to the left of me, I saw Sean and Albin and Sam. And I rolled past them, and I was like, do I carry on? And I thought, no, I'm gonna go get lunch.
The light's now faced at the ground. Do some light doctoring. Really pleased there's some wind. Otherwise that would have been just horrible. I think I passed Chris having a a coffee down by the sea. So yeah, the last couple of days have been really fun. It's not everyone you can ride with, like Chris is so easy to talk to that you just kind of like pedal along, and that's really nice, like, especially on long stuff. Like, not everyone's the right person to be around. Catch you on the flip side. So I stopped in San Jose just to get actually my first proper meal since starting, and bumped into this lot of legends. We're all a bit f***ed.
I'd say like the thing that really helped me was first 2 days I wasn't racing, but I was kind of wanted to just push ahead and try and get as far as I could. But then yeah, after 3 hours sleep and then the next morning we had to do like a 14-kilometer gravel pass, I was toast. So I met Alvin and Sean at that point, and we just kept yo-yoing, and just hanging out with those guys just really helped. And I really enjoyed the third day with Alvin and Sean, and then we met Chris at lunch. We had some big pasta, a pizza, refueled, and that coastal road was just so nice. And yeah, we just had a nice day just chatting and catching up and learning about different experiences and where people are from.
Sean and Alvin are such positive and enthusiastic and genuinely lovely humans who their personalities are infectious.
God damn, that's a monster. That was a monster climb. These people are fucking sadists, dude. What the f? Just on the limit for like 20 minutes, maybe longer, I don't know. I'm over it. At least we got a real meal though, so that was tight. Yeah. Hamburgers, pizza, a salad, like life is good. No more f***ing bocadillos. Oh man, so brutal.
This climb, I remember it from last year, was like, oh fuck, it's long. But yeah, we got some proper food, so that really helped. First proper meal I've had, the whole thing. I booked a hotel, get there, get a good night's sleep, and it'll be about 200k to the finish. Just give it my best tomorrow. But I definitely need to have a bit of a refresh. Those, you know, I was saying about those resilient matches. They gone. They're gone. Yeah. Anyway,
I'll see you at the bottom.
Alrighty, bye. How's that?
Hello, I'm Alvin Escajeda. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Cap number 236. I rode as a pair.
235. I'm 236.
Oh shit.
Sean Martin, Los Angeles, California, cap 236, 235.
235. I think we're same pace, like almost the entire time, and we would catch each other, stop, catch each other. But I think the first like real big stint was when we got to the beach, San Jose. He rolled in, I was like, dude, catch a chair. And it was good there from San Jose to Almeria. And we got to pick his brain. That's when we really got to start, you know, get to chatting.
We pushed really hard up until that point, so it was nice to take that break and then actually kind of like get to know him a little better. Like,
yeah,
been messaging with him for months or even longer on various things, and like what I really enjoyed about Chris, like his energy, but also that he like actually pays attention to basically what you're saying and posting. Like he asked like very personal questions to me where I was like, oh man, he actually paid attention to injuries I've been going through and like how, you know, family stuff is, and it was really genuine and nice. And like, yes, I get that with my friends and stuff, but you don't really get that from people that you barely know more than like internet personas. So it's cool to see that it all carried through. Like, very genuine person. I think like all of our energies just kind of combined together. And that beach day was like, called the beach day because it was only like a short part was the actual beach.
Yeah.
But it was a beach
sick
day. Like the energy was good. Sam, great energy.
Yeah.
Like super fun to ride with. You know, Chris, like it's just topic to topic to topic, you know, making fun of each other. Just kind of like felt like we'd already known each other for years, you know, without knowing each other.
only 100 kilometers to go to Almeria. I don't know how far away we are from Almeria.
But it doesn't feel like it's getting any closer, you know. Hot, man. Really hot. Not easy going at all, mate. Every metre forward is a metre forward, right?
That's not bad.
So we did all the sand section, we rolled into Almeria and got to Burger King and ordered 3 vegan burgers, an ice cream and some wedges. Sat outside, ploughed it down, refueled. We all did the same. And then I bought Alvin another burger because he wanted to have one in bed.
Oh. Yeah, hotel, shower, clean everything, sleep. I think it'll be like 200k roughly. If I feel good, if I've had a good night's sleep, I'll just do it. These guys were like, Chris, why are you doing this again? Like, why? I was like,
It's there.
because it's there, yeah.
It's there. I mean, they got down.
Look at that paper.
I was exhausted, physically done, mentally not there anymore. And I don't think I would have got through it without the conversations and crossings with Tom or the chat with Sam and Alvin and Sean. And I don't think I would have got through it without those bits. Just having that positive energy from all these amazing people who I'd never met before pushed me through to get through that day.
Up, left, down, right. Does that make sense to you? Up, left, down, right. Or
Yeah, I'm sure I can find it.
Now, Sean, Alvin and Sam said, we're going to get up at 4 o'clock and get riding. And I said, I'm going to get up at 6. And that for me was my carrot.
so it's pretty early again, like 6:30, something like that, 7. Hopefully today, all going well, is the final push. Let's just see how it goes. Do a bit.
From Almeria to the finish is a big beast of a day. I had the bit between my teeth for the morning. I was in the mindset of, I'm going to catch those guys. I don't know where it's going to be. I'm going to catch them. And from that point, I could chill. And that was basically my motivation to get through the morning.
Yeah, that was easier than I remember it being. Get in there. So less than 200k to go. I'm just going to try and get as much done as I can possibly today. See what happens, just got to keep on top of eating robot food. Yeah, try and be a robot.
The route from Almeria to the finish is punchy as fuck.
This whole climb is it's a bit of a big one. It's like 16.5k. Just try to tap it out. Don't want to stop too much. Stop for water, put some more robot food in. Just keep trying to chug.
I was pushing harder on the climbs than I probably would have done on the previous days, but because I was in the mindset of like, this is my last day, it's time to use up those matches that have been built up from that night of rest.
I don't think this is the same as last year. It was really different. It's quite nice actually. Like doing a half Everest today basically, off-road.
I knew that this stretch wasn't necessarily as remote as some of the previous stretches, so you come across towns more regularly, and generally there's a fountain in the town, so you can at least get some water. And I had space food, so I could always put some carb stuff in my water, so I was still getting calories in effectively.
I'm maybe making a bold decision not to go back and get water, but I don't want to go back that way. I've got 1 bar, 4 Oreos, there's loads of food. Oh, more food. There might be a fountain somewhere between here and then as well. Right. Found fountain. There's a f***ing horse. Hey dude. Why the long face?
Anyway, I came to this town, the supermarket was closed, but there was a pub that was open, or like a restaurant thing. I was talking to the guy and I was like, oh, 3 Coca-Colas, patatas bravas, grand.
A lot of climbing in the next 100 like, I mean, to be fair, it's about the same amount of elevation as what I've done today, and I've done about 100k. So the shop's not open, but there's other towns. So as soon as I find an open shop, I go in and get some. I've eaten most stuff. One gel left. I thought that I'd done the longest climb. It's not. There's one that's 21k left. Again? Another one? See. Yeah, that's probably enough. Gracias. Timed it well. He said he was closing the kitchen.
There's a fountain there, so I can fill up the water bottles and reapply chamois cream kind of discreetly behind the fountain, because I didn't want everyone to watch me shoving my hand down my crotch and everything. Got on the bike, off again, still with that carrot in front of me and knowing that Alvin, Sean and Sam were in front of me.
We've got like, I don't know, 80k to go. It's like 5 o'clock. Got 6 more climbs, according to Garmin, to go. Currently on one that's 13k long, about 1,000 meters, quite a bit off-road. 11k to go, average gradient 7%. Insanely hard. Insanely hard. I think I've been climbing for like 2 hours. And I think it said the average gradient was like 9%, but that's completely false, because there's a flat bit and a descent in the middle. So I would say it's probably, the gradient is probably like 15-16% for nearly 13k. Fucking hard. Took a long time.
Riding off, starting to get dark, you know, lights on. I'm starting to feel a bit tired now, and I'd got well into the last 100k. I was probably like, I had like 80k to go, 80, 70k to go. And this is where that doubt starts coming in. Am I actually going to catch them? Am I going to get to the finish tonight?
I'm going to stop to get some food in the next town.
Okay.
Have I bitten off too much that I can chew? Am I being stupid here trying to do 200k? Probably the hardest in terms of elevation section of the whole race. Rolled into Kadir and I was like looking on my phone to see if there's anywhere open. There's 1 bar open. I was like, cool, gonna go there. Rolled up and lo and behold, Sean, Alvin and Sam are there having some food. And they look at me and they're like, I think Sean just went, F***, in the sense of like, you've had more sleep than us and you've just caught us. I was like, yep.
I've got a massive bowl of chips coming and 3 Coca-Colas.
He just shut the screen as soon as like let us in, and then just like,
Yeah, it was closed when I was there. I was like, so I went and sat down and had the bravas. My back is sore. My back feels really stiff now though. It's f***ing on the handlebars.
after we had that leisurely lunch yesterday, I was just like, damn, this is what we should be doing. I was like, this is excellent.
And I mean, I was pretty cooked, but I'd caught them, and that was like my goal, was to catch those guys, and then the hope was that we would all ride together for the remainder.
This is a good lands tour.
Over there as well.
And I was like, guys, what's the plan? And they were like, yeah, we're gonna push through to the finish. I was like, that is music to my ears. The four of us and Pablo, we pushed through and persisted to get to the end that night.
I'll let him have that one.
And there were bits where we were groveling up the hills, at the steep road sections, walking. We were all there at the same mindset of let's just try and get to the finish and enjoy this as much as we can.
Hey, would you rather make out with your grandma no, or eat a dry bocadillo? Right now? Sorry, Grandma. Yeah. You can hear all that?
I could hear it all.
Hear what?
The whole, would you rather make out with your grandma or eat a bocadillo?
You gotta get cancelled, dude.
And now last year, there was this hiker bike section, which threw me off completely. I did not think this section was going to be in it again.
You good?
Yeah, very.
You good?
This hiker bike section is basically a drop down. You walk probably 3 meters and then you're hiking back up again. The drop is probably, I don't know, 3-4 meters, really? It's quite high. And this year I was like, oh yeah, that's back in, cool. Great. That sucked last year, sucks this year. Can't even bloody see it this time because it's pitch black. And just turned all the lights on and tried to like see where we were, and you know, dragging the bike up and like squeezing the brakes, trying to take a couple of steps, shuffling, drag the bike up, squeeze the brake, shuffle again.
Sake, man. F me. Hike a bike right at the end, and it continues. Just done the last climb on the final descent now. You happy?
Very. I'm happy once we're down.
Yeah, we're all f***ed.
And then all of a sudden, silk, you're on road. You descend down into the finish town, right hand turn, there you are, done. Ultra races are always the biggest anticlimax at the end, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning when the motel manager guy walks out, hands you your trophy, shakes your hand, well done, does it to the next person, well done, and then he goes in again.
Hey buddies. Well done, bud.
Where are the beers at?
This last section, couldn't have done it without the three of us. That was hard. Oh,
I think it's for yours. Congratulations, man.
thank you, sir. Thank you. My hands hurt so much. Thank you. Another one ticked off.
Oh, man, thank you so much.
Hey.
Oh my God, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. You know.
Thank you.
Good job, sir. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Way to go.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you for everything.
don't worry. I'm
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Riding bikes now, right?
Man, that descent hurt my hands more than every single other one.
You know, we'd done it, we'd finished the race, we'd done it our way, we'd enjoyed it, we'd had an adventure.
Oh man, that was amazing.
Crazy few days, right?
It's like a weird celebration of shared suffering. And I feel incredibly privileged to have had that with the people I got to, and to have that experience.